I'd like to remind the public that hundreds of millions of taxpayer dollars have been invested up there. It's a major investment up there. And I have to come into. I came into this after the situation on Friday, asking myself some questions. Why are they so defensive? I'm not on the airport committee. I was asked to go in by the minority leader and simply sit in for him. So as I get into the research and I learn a few things that nobody's talking about. Number one, why are they seemingly favoring Empire Aero? Well, nobody's talked about the fact that David Wood, the majority leader of the GOP, his sister is employed there as a headhunter. Now we know that they've been laying off people recently, and they've announced several layoffs. Now, private business, first person to go is going to be a headhunter. I don't believe David Wood's sister, I believe she's still employed by Empire Aero. Another thing, nobody's looked at their campaign contributions. And as I look at them and see continuously that the Republican Legislative Campaign Committee receives thousands of dollars over the years from companies that have contracts up there at Griffiss Air Force Base, including Empire Aero, CNS Engineering, Lochner, and you go through the list. Millionaire, very important. County executive pushed the privatization of the FBO. And right after that was passed, I look at his most recent campaign finance report, and it shows on March 11th, Freeman Holdings of New York gives a $300 check to Tony Pacenti. And then 3 months later, just about a month ago, on June 29th, Freeman Holdings writes a check for $1,600 to the county executive. That's $1,900 within a 3-month span to the county executive from Freeman Holdings for the company that just happened to privatize. Now, that's a lot of money for a little county, a county executive in a little county like United County, $1,900 in 3 months. Let me read to you the definition of political corruption. The definition of political corruption is the use of legislative powers by government officials for illegitimate private gain. All forms of government are susceptible to political corruption. Forms of corruption vary, include bribery, extortion, cronyism, nepotism, patronage, graft, and embezzlement. When we get to the nepotism, you can go down the list of the county budget and look at the employees. It's evident, it's there. When we look at nepotism, the majority leader's sister working at Empire Aero, and her job seems pretty secure, seems to
Are you saying that this
justifies
entire
nepotism.
airport issue right now is being clouded? Their
What
job
I'm
is being
calling
clouded
for, I'm making
by
this
campaign contributions and by
way
nepotism?
beyond that. This needs, and the fact that they are shutting us out of the process, that we have a 15 to 14 board of legislators, so essentially half of the board right now is being shut down. And again, when you ask about the authority question, the legislature has the authority on all of these matters, period. County executive learned that on the Oneida deal. What I'm calling for my colleagues to join me right now and asking simply because we're not getting the information from them. I want the Attorney General's office to investigate the entire process.